of the historic Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Back to pass. It's Beck. Flips it out to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running to the left. And he's knocked down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Looking to buy time. On the move, he fires. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, the ground game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field. It's Daniels. Throws it deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. the right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Punt is on its way. Wants to return it. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Just a short pass to the tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this 1st down.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And a sure tackle after the... And he stopped short. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. That'll be enough for the 1st down. Now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that 1st down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man on the right. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Florida State. Man,
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Running inside, it's Martin. There he goes. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking deep. He's open on the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space. And you want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch. They really don't catch well. But the defender's main job has to be separating that ball from the wide receiver. And usually that requires knocking that thing down as the wide receiver's trying to catch it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
Looking down the middle. Found the spot in the defense. Hits him with a stiff arm. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. He flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So after the break, they'll go back to work. In the red area, it's Martin. Could be an alley. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The screen, he's got wheels. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He lets it fly. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Daniels. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The run inside. It's Martin. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Got a little space. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the grab in their space. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
That is such a nice example of the defense reading and reacting and locating the football on the sweep play. They weren't fooled at all. They knew they were trying to go to the outside. They got leverage, corralled the back, got him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Coming out with it, it's Wallace. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for room, it's Martin. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they tried to run that sweep out route. I like going to the wide side of the field, getting somebody the ball that can really, really run. Just got to block it up a little better. Give him a chance to at least get that edge, and then he might be able to do some more damage.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Bringing the heat. He'll try to do it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Fires to the tight end. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking...
Finding some room. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Nittany Lions come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, what a job keeping your eyes on your key. It's so easy sometimes when they run those RPOs to get a little bit lost with your eyes, to come up, play the run. Nice job seeing the ball thrown. He's got his guy, makes the tackle, and gets the big 4th down stop.
Picks up the 1st down, and he might have a little extra. That looked like it'll be roughing the passer. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. They'll run it from the gun. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
These old girders Tires are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Finds a man on the left. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. And the Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Punch it out of the air. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Zips it out to his man. Breaks into the open. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
To the air, it's Beck. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
He's dragged down at the 12, chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the number 9 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Gamecocks looking for a second win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum. Almost took it to the house. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown, Knowles! And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Number 36, set to advance on the football.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Beck. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. Second and long working here. He wants to go deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's the problem when you're living in second and long situations. Sometimes the quarterbacks feel like they just got to go get it all back in one throw. That's what he was trying to do on that one. He forced it into traffic, and the defense made him pay, coming up with a huge interception.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways.
Looking long. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Get it out on the screen. Across the 45. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. Smashes through the tackle.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fakes to grab. Give him a pickup of 2, now second and 8. And the Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Turning it on! Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Beck. Dances away to buy time. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Martin. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. To the air on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. Brought down inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 after that interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. The run inside. It's Singleton. There's some room. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On the ground, it's Sands. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Noles are in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. The play-action fake. Floating away. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Back to the ground game on the left. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make 2nd and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Penn State! just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Pocket breaking down. He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So first down will open up the final period. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Singleton. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing's...
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.